Hi, I'm Dee Simpson from Birding with David Simpson, and we're going to be teaching a class about silhouettes this week, so I thought I would start us all off with a quick quiz to see what silhouettes you know. For those of you non-birders who are watching this, I will send a free gift to the first person who correctly identifies all of the silhouettes, and I'll even give you some clues. Okay, now here's silhouette number 1. Now, if you take a look at him, if you've taken any of my classes, you remember this is one of the turkey baster birds. So if you remember your turkey baster birds, see if you can figure out which one of the turkey baster birds this one is. This is a pretty easy one. This is a very common bird here in Florida as well as up north. So those of you up north might be able to figure out what he is. This is another very common bird here in Florida. You'll notice he's got a big long tail. He kind of has a proud face about him. Look how he has his nose pointing up. And he's very common in neighborhoods and brush. Now this is another one. If you're not a birder but you're a baseball fan, you'll probably recognize him. Now this is another one of my favorite birds. It's a little hard to see, but take a look and notice his beak. His beak is a really good clue as to what kind of bird he is. And he's another one of my favorite birds. And another hint, if you go up to the Sebastian River Buffer Preserve State Park, this time of year you're going to start to see these guys starting to come back. And they're all along the wires, and they'll be all along the wires for quite a while now. Okay, now this is another very common bird in Florida. And again, you want to check out his beak and his feet are his clues. So check out the beak and the feet. And if you want to see this bird, you take a drive out Route 60 on any given day. You'll see probably too many to count. Okay, now those of you who have taken my class will recognize this bad boy. He's known as the Bart Simpson bird for having that short, squat body and the weird spiky hair. He's one of my favorite birds in Florida. So he's an easy one to identify. So let me know if you know what he is. Now, this next one's going to be tough. He's a songbird. He just looks like every other songbird. And if you've taken my class, he's one of the birds that I personally don't think exist. I think he's one of the birds that the field guide authors just mess with me by claiming there's more than one of these type of birds. So I want to know what bird this is specifically, or what the field guides claim he really is. In fact, I'll even for the non-birders out there, I'll even turn him around so you can see what he looks like. So that should be another clue. Okay. This next one, this is a bird, unfortunately it's very common to Florida. It is what's known as an invasive exotic species. And there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of them. For those of you who are from Europe, that's a hint. His first name is European. But if you're actually in Europe, he doesn't have European in his name because you're already there, so it would be redundant. Okay. Now, you're going to say, wait, we already saw that. That's one of those there turkey baster birds. And you're right, but I've shown two of them. This is actually an exotic type of turkey baster bird. So I want to know not only which type, what is the real name of the turkey baster bird, but what is the exotic one here in Florida. So let me know. Okay. This is another very common bird in Florida. There's two types of this bird. And he actually doesn't look a heck of a lot different in silhouette than he does in color. But if the light hits him just right, his color is unbelievably beautiful and iridescent. And these are, again, very common birds in Florida. So take a look at the beak, the tail, and the feet aren't really much of a giveaway, but the basic shape should be. Okay. Now this last one, this is another one we talk about in the class I teach, and I'll actually give you a hint. If you remember the songs that we learn in class, this is the one who has sergeant bars. Okay, so this is the bird who has sergeant bars. So if you remember what he is, send me an email and I will send you a gift if you are the first person who correctly identifies all of these silhouettes. Thank you for watching. And again, just a reminder, this video is sponsored by Birding with David Simpson. Visit birdingwithdavidsimpson.com for all of your bird watching needs. Thank you.